This is the long-awaited sexy knob for the Model 3 Highland, and in this video I want to go over the changes compared to its predecessor, do a full unboxing and setup, and then show you how this great gadget can help you driving your Tesla even more. So let's get started. In January 2024 we released the sexy knob for the Model 3 and Y built between 2021 and 2023, and after its great success we knew that we have to create a version for the Model 3 Highland and the future Model Y Juniper. We decided to take all the positive and constructive feedback from all our current users and redesign the knob for the Highland so it can enhance your driving experience even further. Two of the biggest hardware changes that we have made are adding these small bumps on each button and dividers between the buttons themselves, so you can find the buttons easier while driving without looking down. The second big change is that we have completely redesigned the mainboard so it can support fast charging. Now you can charge devices with up to 20 watts. I believe most people will find this change really useful because it adds an additional USB-C in the front central console in your Model 3 Highland. In order to keep the clean design on the top of the knob, we decided to put the USB-C again at the back, so you can place your charging cable here and leave it inside your central console, so you can use the cable only when you need it. This keeps the minimalistic design and keeps the knob clean on the top. Most of our current users wanted to see more features synchronized with the main display of the Tesla when they are changing them from the knob. And that's exactly what we did. Now we have been officially approved by Tesla to use their API, and we implemented the API inside the commander itself. After a quick pairing process with the car, you will be able to control most of the climate features, and they will be reflected on the Tesla screen. The communication is done over Bluetooth with encrypted Tesla protocol, so you don't need your phone or your app running in the background anymore. There are few features that are still not synchronized, but as soon as Tesla adds them into the API, we will implement them and send a new update immediately. Until then, we have created something really unique to help you navigate your knob. We implemented a mirroring feature of the knob inside the Sexy app. Simply turn the knob left or right and you will see the changes reflected inside our app. Another great feature that we implemented is the ability to change the home page of the knob based on your current gear. If you want to learn more about this and all the other improvements that we have made, click on the link above and watch our latest video for our latest software update. Now let me show you what's inside the Sexy Knobs bundle box. Alongside this beautiful gadget you will see the Gen 2 commander, which comes as standard. I want to point out that if you are already a Sexy Buttons user and have the Gen 2 commander, you can now order the Sexy Knob as a standalone unit. For more on that, go in the description and check the link there. I'll do a full installation shortly, but first let's show you what's else inside the box. Here you have the cable for the installation of the commander, which we will use later, and the USB-C cable to power up the knob. A lot of people ask us how are we going to power the knob as there is no USB-C anymore in the central console, and that's why we created this small adapter that you can plug in the low voltage socket of your car and power the knob. Of course, there is also the pry tool for the installation, and the last one, there is a small rubber band that you can put at the back of the knob if it doesn't fit your car very well, like this. In this car, the commander is installed on the right side APR, no matter if you are with the left or right hand drive. So you need the pry tool and the cable that comes with the box. First you have to remove the rubber seal of the door, just like that. And then grab the pry tool and gently start pulling this plastic piece from here, like this. You can do like this just to take it off easier, and it's done. Now with the pry tool you should remove this small pin right here, like that. And now we have to remove this piece. So you can start from the back again with the pry tool. and put it at the back of the car. Once you remove it, you can see the wiring harness. The cable of the commander goes into these two sockets. So once you plug it here, you will have additional socket right on our cable if you want to daisy chain different accessories. And afterwards, just put this one and you should be good to go. Then we need to plug the commander and make sure that the green light is blinking. So now let's bring back everything together. Just find some space here for the commander. Now let's put this piece right here again. Just push it forwards. And press it like this. Of course, don't forget the pin. Just like this. Now this piece goes at the front and then at the side. Something like this. Okay. Okay. And the last part is placing the rubber seal again where it's supposed to be. Okay. Alright, just like that. As you can see, the installation of the commander in this car takes less than 5 minutes. If you want to see how it's done for the other Tesla models, make sure to go to our YouTube channel where we have a dedicated playlist for all the installations. Before placing the knob inside the central console, make sure to plug the charger inside the low voltage socket and the USB cable to the marked USB port at the back of the knob. Once you find its way in the middle of the central console, just twist it like this and push it back. It's that simple. After the commander and the knob are connected to your car, you have to download the app from the App Store or just scan the QR code at the back of the box. Once you open the app, you need to give all the permissions that it asks for because it needs to connect with the commander, and proceed with the setup. You'll see a short welcome information and you'll be asked to allow the notifications. I highly recommend allowing the notifications as we send them only when there is a new update, and I'm sure you don't want to miss the new features that we release. Then you need to go down to the knob section and follow the steps to connect to your knob. It should find it automatically, so after a few seconds it will be connected. Then you can see that the commander is required and just follow the steps again. It will be found in a few seconds and the commander will be also connected. After both devices are connected to your app, make sure to go to the software update and do all the required updates. After the updates, I would suggest to go to the commander and pair it with the car because this will synchronize most of the climate features, and when you are changing them from the knob, they will be reflected on the main screen. Just follow the steps and you should be good to go. Just like this. You can skip the last step. Once the commander and the knob are paired, they are updated, and the commander and the knob are paired with the car, everything is good to go and you can go to the fun part of customizing your knob. Now that we are done with all the boring stuff, let's see how easy it is to customize your knob. Here on the top you can see all the pages of the knob, and by pressing on one of them you are going inside the customization. You can change the functions by your preference. For example, I would set the dim mirrors on the first page, just like that. And now by pressing this button I can switch on and off dimming the mirrors. Back on the main page of the knob you can customize the general functions like the main home page by gear or custom. You can change the brightness, you can change the haptic feedback, and of course you can change the backlight of the knob itself. But of course, for the Model 3 Highland, I prefer to set it to auto, where it synchronizes with the beautiful ambient light of the car. If you want to learn all the details about our latest update, just make sure to check our channel on YouTube, where we have a full walkthrough of everything. But that's enough talking. Let me show you how I prefer to use the knob during my daily commute. When I'm in park, I have programmed the knob to be on page 2, where I have the gear selector in the middle, dome lights, glove box, opening the passenger door, and of course opening the front. So now let's switch to drive and go around the block to show you how I'm using it while driving. Have you noticed that after the car starts moving, the knob changes the screen as well? That's because I've set the page number 1 to be default when I'm in drive. On this page I have features like the autopilot, changing between chill and sport, battery preconditioning with an option to see the battery temperature directly on the home screen. As you can see now it's 38 degrees, and of course the fan speed. Let's see what happens when I enter in the autopilot. This is the autopilot submenu. Submenu is a feature that activates a whole new set of actions. It's like the folder on your phone. For example, here you can activate the autopilot by pressing this button right here, and by rotating the knob we can change the current set speed up and down like this. If you are like me and like to drive one hand, you can use the buttons at the bottom to change the turn signals when changing lanes. For example, by pressing this button we can activate the left blinker, change the lane, and because I use the automation for the continuous autopilot, the autopilot is activated automatically by the commander. Pretty cool, right? I want to say that's it, but actually this is just the beginning. We are already working on a great new update with cool new features which will come in a few months, so make sure to subscribe to our channel and get notified by YouTube when we release the new update. We would love to see what do you think about our new gadget, so make sure to go down in the comments and share your thoughts with us. Thank you for watching and see you again.